I welcome again great writers to another session, the second part of our discussion on plagiarism. Before I move on, I have to remind you about your great app for your laundry services, especially for students in Abeokuta, in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Ife, in any part of the Southwest, wherever you may be. This is one store, this is one app that will connect you to your service providers in the laundry service. So ensure you download this app, sign up for free. It is affordable, it is convenient to use. Just in the corner of your room, you can make order, you can send your order and choose whoever you want based on your location. You can choose the service provider, the dry cleaning or laundry agency that you want to take up your personal effects, and it will be delivered to you in time, in good time, and you're not going to be paying so much. You don't have to break the bank before you use this app. It is quite convenient and affordable. All right. What am I about? Like I said earlier, you've got to watch the previous videos so that because I'm taking off from where I left off the last time. And if you don't have a background understanding of what we had in the last video, you may not get fully integrated into what I'm going to say now. But plagiarism, like I told you, can be partial, it can be complete plagiarism. I'm not going to be dealing with plagiarism in the academic circle now. For those who are in academic circle, they have the luxury of referencing or citing ideas that have been produced before. But as a content developer who is writing articles for blog or for sites, you don't even have the luxury to be making reference to the sources that you are quoting. You don't have the luxury to be citing them. So while you can use HAPA, MLA, Harvard, and so on in academic or research papers, when you're writing content for websites or for blog posts, there is no room for that. So that is why this is more technical. This is more that it requires more of your creativity and ingenuity in this regard to be able to come up with content that is not just a reproduction or a duplication of what has been done in the past. All right, this video is going to be telling you some tips again as an improvement of what we had last time. We're going to be talking about plagiarism checkers specifically. We have a whole lot of them, many plagiarism checkers out there. But as a content developer, you need to know the right ones to use, because what I've found out over the years is that you use a plagiarism checker, it flags certain part of your work. You use another one, it will not flag anything. You use another one, it will be like you just copy the entire content that you wrote from a site. So how do you identify a top quality plagiarism checker? The first thing is to look at the ranking on search engine on various websites. Just type the best plagiarism checkers, the top ranked, or the best 5 or the top 5, and you see them. But one of the checkers that have been recommended by, and this is what most clients use, is Copyscape. Copyscape has come to be one of the biggest, one of the most trusted plagiarism checkers out there, especially for content writers. This may not apply for academic researchers or paper writers. So, but this is essentially for those who are into web content writing. So Copyscape is affordable and it's convenient to use. Very simple process in using it. Just sign up on the platform, log in with your credentials, and after logging in, buy your units. You can buy as low as $5. So that's quite cheap for me, especially for someone who really values what he's doing in terms of what the content is giving out to the public. Copyscape affords you that opportunity to buy your connect. And when you buy when you buy your unit, and when you buy your unit, you can use those units to start checking for your content. And what you do essentially is that you can copy your work from your Microsoft Word where you've typed it and just dump it into the window provided for you by Copyscape. And when you dump it, just premium check. And when you premium check, you see the results. If there is no part of the stuff that is flagged, you will see no result found. But if there are parts that are flagged, you will also see the analysis down the website where your ideas have been produced earlier. So you need to go into those websites, look at the words that are flagged, and look at how you can paraphrase. Remember, I told you have to paraphrase correctly. When you pick an idea from a source, what you do is to bracket that your idea, the idea you pick up, but just meditate it and try to rewrite it accurately, to paraphrase it accurately and correctly, so that it doesn't look like you just copy something from someone, just dumping it into your own work. All right. So that's about that. Then I told you that Copyscape also affords you the opportunity to make changes in terms of having a wide range of vocabulary. You could, so once you see those items flagged, or those sentences flagged, or those words flagged, you could go into your pool of vocabulary and begin to look at, okay, what is suitable. But don't be too highfalutin in terms of the language you use. Like I told you, content writing is not about how much vocabulary or how much vocabulary you can use. No, it's not about that. It is so much about how you can convey your ideas in the simplest manner that it will be understandable to your reader. All right. So that's about Copyscape. You also have Grammarly. Of course, Grammarly, whether it is for grammar check or for plagiarism check, also come with basic and premium. And I would suggest, as a writer, you go for the premium. Yes, this may come at a relatively expensive cost, but then it is worth it, because Grammarly, also like Copyscape, also gives you that leverage to actually, it gives you suggestions, and that's the beauty. It gives you suggestions. You could, so when you're checking for plagiarized part of your content, you could see suggestions, and you can use that to build your vocabulary. You can use that to also change the flagged part of your content. All right. We also have the plug scan. You also have the unit text. You also have the SEO tools. You have the Google algorithm, and so on and so on. So it is left to you to decide which of these checkers you want to use. But mostly, clients have adopted and Copyscape, and you cannot run away from that tool, because it is very, very useful. So I would suggest, for me, I would recommend Grammarly and Copyscape. And when you have those tools, you can be sure that your content will be free of duplication, will be free of a mere reproduction of existing ideas. All right. So that is about plagiarism, in terms of how you can wriggle yourself out of that mess. I've said it. It is a criminal offense to plagiarize, and I cannot overemphasize this, because people think that under the guise of nothing is new under the sun, people just reel out content that are just a reproduction of what has been said. Please make your ideas plain. Think deeply. Sit down and think about what you want to write. Understand the central question. I've always been saying this. Understand the central question of your topic. If you understand the central question, so when you go into the various sources where you want to pick where you want to get ideas from, it becomes easy for you to, okay, this is what the topic is saying. Okay, this is what the site is saying. Even some sites don't even answer the question they set out to answer, and that is the danger. People just post a lot of things, and that they're not relevant to the writer. And that's why you see websites that have been existing for as many as 4 or 5 years, they don't get ranked. They won't get ranked because they are not addressing the question. And if you are a writer, you just go there and pick up because it contains that topic that you want to write on. But you don't read the content, you don't read the body of the text. It endangers your your reputation, and that's not good enough. So that is all about plagiarism. And in my subsequent videos, I will be talking about plagiarism in academic journals. This is a massive environment, and I would love you to take serious interest in what I'm going to be telling you about this, because non-academic writers can go with a lot of things, but academic writers, research papers, if you're writing annotated bibliography, or you're writing thesis or dissertation, you can be in for a serious trouble. In fact, if you get your PhD can be withdrawn. If it is found out that much of what you put out in your dissertation or in your thesis are just mere reproduction of an existing idea, it can be damaging to your name, to your reputation, and to your academic life. So let's watch out. For those who are in the realm of non-academic writing, especially those who are in web, you have something to leverage on, but that leveraging on does not give you the license to be reproducing someone else's idea. Thank you.